Damn it. Well, the beginning of that was fun, even if you didn't understand what I was saying. Greetings. My name's Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Yeah, basically the microphone that is used is on the webcam. Except if I unplug the webcam, it totally forgets it exists, and then I have to remind it that it's there. Thank you, Hang AZ, for letting me know, because I would have just kept going. Also, hi. Schwelcome. Zenboot, hi, there I am. Yes, there you are. Here we are. I have prepared as the best I can for this insanity. I've had at least 2 drinks already this afternoon. What do you mean I'm nervous about the flight? I would never. Plus this. Angry Orchard. And I have a whiskey to drink. I have to drink it tonight. You know why? I can't bring it with me. Well, I probably could. It's 2 ounces. It's not the point. It'd make them uncomfortable. Boom. Still works. I still got it to work on the laptop. I hope the audio sounds okay. I haven't actually tested anything like I should. Sugar Kitty Meow. Hello. Welcome. There you are. Hello. I have to click on these things. It's what I do now. It's my life. Meow. Well, I hope at least it would have sounded so much better if I had jumped on this and you heard. You know what? I'm going to do it again. For those of you who didn't see it first on it. Because it was fun. Except my face. There we go. Took out my glasses because I won't break my face. I can't do that at home, by the way. And as I've told people before, I am basically a large child that has been let loose upon the world and doesn't know what they're doing. 5 fingers, hello. 5 to you. The audio's quite good. ... Skepticism. Schwackabada! Dude! That Loch Lomond sample and the Maker's Candied Apple are bad mofos. Queen's Jam tonight. You know what? I'll tell you this now. That's the last of the bottle I have. What you have and what one other person has, who I forgot to email. Maybe they'll show up tonight. That's it, you guys. I finished the bottle last night. Poured some samples for Patreon of mine. So Patreon is the thing you should do with me because it's there and I do stuff on it. It's true. Hold on. Do I have the important thing? Did I not add that? I didn't add that. Swore I did. I'll do it now. If I can figure it out. That was my point. Patreon. Yeah, Patreon. A Patreon winner from the dry week will be receiving stuff within 3 days. It better be within 3 days. Shipping is expensive. I mean, hand deliveries are expensive. Excuse me. Picketer. Sorry. I have no music. How dare you, Brian, not have music? Who even are you? Little keys I can't see because there's light in my eyes. Eyeballs. Like Schwab. When I put like and sub next to each other, it means a whole different thing. If you know. And if you don't, I'm not telling you anything. Where did I put it? Here? Oh, I did. Yes. I just didn't do this. There was something I was forgetting to do before the stream started. I have found out what it was. Plunk. There it is. Why it's up there, I don't know. I hadn't set this up on the laptop, so now you can see the glory of the Lichen Shrub Schweib. Problem is, it does that. It just shows up, and that's annoying. I'm trying to remember how to fix that. You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. It's always fun to do this because people have no idea what I'm doing. Whoop. Still have the new and Texas one left. Drank the Midwinter's Night Dram. Midwinter's Night Dram is an interesting experience. And it's really good if it's at that time of year. They did that on purpose because you drink that and you're like, yes, this is perfect for now. How strange. It's almost like they knew. So the Queen's Jam was referring to how the Queen liked raspberry blue Berry jam. No. It you have to ask Irene the actual story, but it's along those lines of just Queen's jam. I forget exactly what she said, but you're close. You're in the vein of why it's called that. Sugar Katie does. Give it to me. No, I drank the last of it last night. And I posted about it on Instagram because I need to let everyone know. It's a thing. Tonight, however, this evening, it's not even dark yet, is it? 7:04. The sun has officially set. We are in the darkness. I have brought a little bit of this with me. See if this will focus or not. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Cameras, why must you all hate me so much? I know I'm making you look at an image on a phone, but you should be able to function just a little. Look, words. They're words. Do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it. I know you won't. This is a wide camera, though, so it's not going to like anything so close to it. It's basically nearsighted, or farsighted. Anyway, this is the bottle of Four Roses. I don't want to show up at all. The Four Roses. Why? It's because it's making light. Anyway, wait. Don't point it right at it. The Brent Elliott one. Specially selected by Brent Elliott, Master Distiller, OESV, 20% rye mash bill, delicate fruit. Bottled in June 2022. Fan-flickin-tastic bottle of whiskey, which is very, 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 very low. And I still poured some for myself to bring. This be the, sure. And maybe I'll bring something back from the vault. There are no rules there. I can take what I want. No, there are probably rules. I should ask. What's going on here? Going to do Game of Thrones brackets with your samples. Try first 3. Pick a winner. So I can't. There's the thing. I didn't finish doing the thing. There we go. Same with the next 3 and the last 3. Then the winner of those 3 for the Iron Throne. Hey, there you go. I don't know. I haven't sent you the. Let me know. I probably can't. I know I can't do it until I get back, but I will send you the answer key if I didn't already. So the one problem about getting samples from me is they're just blind. You don't know what they are, and then I have to just email you the answers because trying to write it all on a piece of paper is a bit silly. Convenient maybe, but no more convenient than an email. Oh yeah, make this go now. There he is, Robin Hood's showing up. Oh my god. I actually had a really good, I did Instagram stuff today. That's basically what I was doing. I was by myself, so there was no one to stop me. Put your phone down. No, I must tell everyone what I'm eating. That's what happens when I go on a trip. I just need to let everyone know I'm still around. But yeah, I gave myself 4 roses sample right here. Bringing that out in a moment. Momentarily. This is 7:10. I thought it said 7:30. I was like, no, how did that happen? Good God. You can go to rank and wait until I crown the winner. Do it. As long as you're keeping track and you know what's what, I will happily just send that once you're done. Whenever that may be. Just again, I have an email. It's KillCo77@hotmail.com. Why? Well, that's what I was using at the time, and I didn't have... That was before I actually called the KillCo Whiskey Musings. That's how old that email is. And also the 7/7 is July 7th, clearly. Not so original. Shut up. Bourbon Bar Glen. Just in time to sample KillCo goodness. Yes. Hashtag winning. I can't believe I said that. That's right. There's no music. It's so much easier to have a second screen, and I don't have that right now. I just have one, and I have to cram everything onto it, and I also have to remember to fiddle around with it, because I didn't do that. Like I said, even the like, subscribe thing is not doing what it's supposed to, because I don't know how to switch stuff from OBS on one computer to another. I tried to figure it out, it was confusing. OBS is what I'm using to broadcast, if that makes sense. So you can see the beauty that is I, and my, I almost want to call this after dark / mood lighting setting. I mean, the bed, there's a giant bed behind me, and I could just sit there and tell you all stuff from the bed. If you'd like that. I don't know if YouTube would like that, but it's a really cozy bed. Well, it's a very large bed. The cozy part of the pillows, they gave me 4 because I asked for extra. I always ask for extra pillows because I'm that guy. Give me 4 pillows, but it's just you. I want 4. All right, or extra pillows. I didn't know how many that'd be. Zenwood, oh my God, go there. I don't know if you're into wine very much. My brother used to work there, and it's minutes from my parents' house. They could basically walk there if they really wanted to. They wouldn't. It's a bit much. But the wine's good. I just get their basic Great White is what they call it. Shark white wine blend. It's very sweet. And then they have a whole bunch of other stuff. It's a vineyard, winery, and brewery with an amazing kitchen that is sourced locally. I don't know what else we want from a place. It's incredible, and the desserts are so good. I haven't had desserts like that in a while. And I was going to say, I had a really good Maker's Mark at the restaurant I went to earlier this afternoon, which I always go to, or I try to always go to when I'm about to take a flight. I check into the hotel, go to that restaurant, what's it called? Iron something? No, not Iron Root, that's a different place. Iron Giant. Nope. Whatever. Anyway, it's close and it's good and it's on Instagram, so go check my Instagram out. There you go. It was delicious. Especially the pour. It was a private select Baker's Mark, and I just saw it there and went, sure. Little did I know it was a $24 pour. However, I mean, great way to start a vacation, spend $25 on one drink. However, iron works, thank you. Iron does work. Wait. For that Maker's Mark, I would say it could be a little less, like $20. I would feel better about it. This is, minor. However, for what it was, a Maker's Mark private select pick, and I had no idea about anything other than I asked to take a picture of it because I'm that kind of guy at a bar/restaurant. I'm like, show me the bottle. I want to take a picture. Because I wanted to tell you guys. It looks delicious. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up, but check the Instagram. It looks so much better. It has 1 baked American puree, 3 seared French cuvee, 3 Maker's Mark 46. So it's big on the French influence, the French oak and the French cuvee. I like that. I really like Maker's 46 already, and their whole thing is French oak. Then roasted French Mendant, Mendiant, and that's 2, and then toasted French spice. French all the way, for whatever reason. And it was freaking delicious. It had a really dry finish, but it was super sweet, nice and caramelly. I want another, is what I'm saying, but still, $24. That caught me off guard. I'm already starting. And I also dropped, I lost my key to my room because I was in such a hurry. Doing great. Thankfully, they gave me another one and just let me in with, seeing my ID. So what is the event over in Austin? Bastards Ball Part 4, The Revenge of Rex? Yes. You found out. And here only. No, it's Whiskey Somm Training Level 2. So it's actually a class that I'm going to be attending for 2 days, and that will be Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'll mostly go dark for Tuesday and Wednesday. Unless you're a patron of mine, I will attempt to upload stuff and do things for all this, but as some of you may know, I'm easily distracted. Oof. There you go. Good luck. Private pack with the little line called Fireside Spice right now. Oof. You got to give it a good name. It's really, if you want it to sell, you got to give it a good name. But sometimes it's good to have some sort of, like if you're doing what Irene Tan is doing, you have to number them too, because you have that many. I don't remember what her exact lettering meant, but there was a reason for it. And there's also a lot of bottles. Like the Clonakilty's pick she's done at least 6 to 7. Possibly more. I could have forgotten one. It could be 8. Study hard, man. Yeah, I got lots of whiskey to drink. Spoilers. I may try to do a stream at some point during the week. That is not at the regular time, and there's no guarantee I will do a whiskey video on Friday or Sunday. I will try to. Like if the circumstances are good, I will try to. But it would be similar to this. Most likely, I'd just be in my room. It's like, I'm alone. It's lovely. That's what most of this is, for the record. I'm going to the Psalm 2. Hopefully I'll pass. I always assume I won't. I might. I'm a bit of a cynic. And after that, I'll still be on campus for a week. So I'll be just hanging out there, remote, away from most people, within walking distance of Crowded Barrel. So, or Fang and Feather Crowded Barrel. So if you want to say hi, that's the time to do it. I'll try to broadcast when I'll be there if anyone in Texas is interested. That's all I can do. I will also be visiting a number of distilleries. I don't know when and I don't know how quite yet. I'd like to go to Valcona's, but that's pretty far. But it's an option. It's just fucking 4 hours out of my day just to get there and back. That sounds pretty gross. Or something like that. And that's driving. Like the driving would be 2 hours there, 2 hours back. No, I don't like it. Hanging AZ, I'm mostly going to just read a book. Where is the book? It's in my backpack. My backpack over there and my big ass luggage thing over here. I'm going to close everything up before I actually try to get some sleep. And then I am going to attempt to sleep, which will not work well, I guarantee that. I don't hit them on purpose. Usually the default one is, wow, really? We're doing that today? We're just not remembering anything? Salt Lick? Got it. That's the popular one. That's the big, everyone seems to know about it, and it's pretty good. But I will look around. I have a bad habit of getting sucked into Google Maps. I don't know if anyone else has this problem. But oftentimes I will just look at Google Maps and putz around on it, like I'm doing right now. So you type in Austin, Texas first, boom, and then you just go barbecue. Royce for barbecue. Unfortunately, I think about like Roy in Scotland, and it makes a very funny image of just Roy sitting there with some brisket. Scottish brisket, who knows? Yeah. I type in barbecue, and then 50 million places show up, so that's nice. And what I do is I go top rated, because I'm a snob. Hold on. Click on the words, Brian. Rachel is in Austin. Maybe. I mean, I'm going to see him anyway. He's actually getting a whiskey tasting with moi in the vault. That'll be fun. Dirty Gloves Midwest Barbecue LLC. 4.8. Google Maps 4.8. 4.9 KG Barbecue. Interstellar Barbecue 4.7. It's out of 5. Terry Black's Barbecue. There's a lot of barbecue places. But it really is going to depend on what's nearby. And most importantly, there are some pretty good breakfast taco places around. Good breakfast places in general. I know of one or two where the coffee's good. They have mimosas. They have really fancy mimosas. Like mimosas are fancy, and you get like fancy mimosas. Good God. Texas barbecue. Yummy. Exactly. Have a chair slow. How are you? Welcome to this fucking mess. I said fucking mess. YouTube. I didn't swear. You can prove it. Franklin's barbecue will be my first stop. Alright. I have a list. Like, what's happened is I've done what I just did, and then I flag Like want to go is an option for this thing, so I just want to go and click on these places. There's a really good Italian restaurant of all the curveballs out there. That's near Crowded Barrel. I don't remember where it is though. Oh, it's trying to show me all the barbecue still. There we go. So there is a place, and I have to say thanks to Chad and Sarah, the ones who told me about it, because they went there. They went there and they told me about it because I asked. I'm like, "Where's a good restaurant that's close to Crowded Barrel?" Blam! Italian place. They gave me a tiramisu that was this big. Like thunk, 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 thunk. This freaking big tiramisu, like that high. You know, it was ridiculous. I'm like, "Well, this is an Italian restaurant, all right? Holy shoot, dang heck!" Is what I said. Where is it? Where is it? That's the Driftwood Estate Winery. Where's the frickin' restaurant? Ah! This is me looking at my phone the whole time. When do they add images? Go away! Ah! Is that it? Ah, there we go. Trattoria Lucina. I don't speak Italian, but that's what it's called. And it is basically, you know, west and south. And then you're at this place. Expensive as hell. But absolutely worth it. Freaking delicious. Can't wait to go there for lunch or dinner or whatever. Looking forward to it. Now, so, sugar cake. I wasn't either. I was the first time. The first time I was there back in 2019, I went there and had a great experience. Got myself super, you know, loaded up with meat. I just ate all of it. But ever since, you know, you go back and experience again and again, it's like, well, it's just a place that people go for barbecue. You know, it's nice, but you know, most of it's outside. I can see it being very popular at night with, you know, 100-odd people there. It's a very big place, so it's got a barbecue feel, it's got a Texas feel, but it's also one of the larger corporations, I almost want to say, for barbecue, because there's one in the airport. You know, it's that kind of size where it gets a little wonky. The quality isn't quite the same every place you go. It's like going to the first McDonald's. You know, it's like, wow, this is good, but it's not much better than the other places that I could go to. I'm not saying anything bad. It all looks very good. Just, you want to find something that just makes you fall out of your chair. Barbecue delivery. You either go pulled pork or brisket or both. My default tends to be pulled pork, but that's also because I shouldn't eat as much red meat. So there's that. Right? I'm trying not to be hungry. I ate my food. I ate a lot of it. They gave me a pickle that was like this big. It was basically a cucumber. They gave me a large part of a cucumber that was it was pickled, but it was actually a cucumber. Still, same size. Ridiculous. Absurd. Barbecue place in Harvard Square. I left there confused at what the big deal is. Perhaps it's not an example of their style. Yeah, it's every single place in my head, for restaurants in particular, you need to give them 3 chances, at least. You know, 3 strikes you're out kind of thing. Don't think your very first experience... It's like whiskey. You know, your very first experience with whiskey is not going to be the absolute best. And if you go back to that whiskey, like I'm going to go back to this one, it's still going to be very good. But I also had a really good one earlier today that I'd never had before. So in my brain, I'm comparing that to this. And this has also been oxidizing a little bit since I haven't taken it out of the bottle. That's more than I thought it would be. It's 2 ounces. And I'm using my It's Bourbon Night chair glass. So I know which one it is. There is no shortage of Glencairns at Wizard Academy / Whiskey Tribe place, as you can see. Yeah, look at that color. I mean, the color looks like shit in here, but the lighting looks like shit. Everything looks like shit. It's not quite what I want. Broodies. Lots of locals will eat there. It's about the meat and nothing else. Everyone likes the meat. Freaking meat. There you go. Broodies. These Broodies. Let's put that in the phone then, shall we? Let's see what this is telling me. Sorry, that's probably loud. I can smell the clean glass again. These are last. Ooh. There's a place in Louisiana I would like to go to. I forget the name of it, but I have it marked. Whiskey Mountain's posted the thing. Look at that later. I also have a very short range. I feel like I got my sunburn just driving today. It was 60 degrees out in New England today. Like, oh, I hear you're going to Austin. Here's what it would almost be like. When you get there, it's going to be 80 degrees Fahrenheit and you'll melt. Ugh. Ray's has won the barbecue in Austin more than 1 year. Oh. Put. I would usually go beans, unless, I mean, grits or not grits. I don't like grits either. It's weird. It's like a mixture of. It can't decide if it wants to be mashed potatoes or pudding. That's what grits are to me. It's something about it. They don't taste bad. It's just a texture thing. Sure, that's a fun noise. Me going. Sorry. Rudy's breakfast tacos. A few beers. Breakfast champions. 7 Fahrenheit here. 5-mile hike. 3-mile walk. The pug has some sun today. Yeah, I don't like sun. Me and sun, we don't get along. You're not either, yeah. Beans. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. I don't have to say the rest of that, go there. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Barbecue. Fascinating. Let's see what we got. I'm basically linking up everything from where I'm going to be, as one does. So that looks like the closest one would be right there. And that's actually, oh, that's down the street from the La Quinta. Lol. I've probably driven past that place more than once when I've been down there. Yeah, it does look very shack-like. Adding it to the list. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to go out too many times this trip because, again, there is a travel expenses and/or whiskey fund going on right now. I probably haven't. I don't exactly go to fancy places when I'm out and about. Shush! Sorry. The laptop has other options that my normal computer does not have. Like reminding me of stuff that's on my phone. You know what it's telling me, though? Since it's telling me, I set my alarm. I won't tell you when, what time. But it's telling me it's bedtime. I need to go to sleep. And I will attempt to do so. I'm going to end the stream at 8, and then I'm going to shut everything down and put everything away as best I can. I didn't bring my water. Fancy. There's a line. I don't know what it is. There is like what I was saying is I have breakfast places, taco places, pizza places, barbecue, Italian. There's a long list of things that I could eat in Austin, which I was not quite aware of when I first went there. Before it was, go to that Salt Lake. That's it. Oof. I can still go farther away, but look at this. I can go all the way to here. You can see my shirt. Cool. Thanks for the smoked pork butt one time. Shredded the meat. Made enchiladas. Might have been the best meal I ever had. Yep. There's something about making it yourself. I know that feeling, but it's exhausting, so I don't do that. That's true. Indian and Thai foods. I have like I said, I have a list on my Google Maps. That's how I deal with everything. Someone says recommend this place. I go, where is it? Click. Go. Want to go. I have at least 100 something on places, even in Rhode Island, that I want to go, but I haven't. Some of them are Indian and Thai. Chinese food. I would love to get some amazing dumplings. Oh, I love dumplings. Just love them. Might be getting hungry. That's not good. I ate food 2-3 hours ago. I'm already hungry. Have it with me. Yeah. Yes, you do. Now, which kind are we talking about? Because I just get pizza. Shrimp grits. I'm not a huge fan of shrimp in certain forms. You give me fried shrimp, coconut shrimp. Oh man, I'm good. You give me that cold on ice stuff with that weird red dipping crap. Disgusting. If you want to eat salt water, you can just drink salt water. Well, do not like. Do not like, do not want. I did find out I like calamari, though. That's a weird one. I need to try more seafood in Rhode Island. I know the seafood in Rhode Island is pretty good. I don't eat much other than fish and chips and chowder. And coconut shrimp occasionally. Search for the best fajitas. I found a nice Mexican place near where I live recently, and I will have to go back there for Taco Tuesday at some point. It's freaking good. That moment of, well, let's see how much of this I have left. I have barely touched that thing. We have a little cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here again. I hope you're ready, because I'm not. Like tomorrow is going to be a bit of a blur. Especially when I get to the airport. They're sending me to Chicago, so I'm going from Rhode Island to Chicago, to Illinois, Midway, and then from Midway to Austin. Not going to be fun. I have to switch planes, too. Of course I do. No, those things gross. I don't even know why people do. It's basically the same thing as eating oysters or any kind of shellfish, like right out of the shell. You like take it out of the sand and the dirt, and you're like, oh, delicious. So it's the texture. Again, it's slimy, it's salty, it's just, I have the same kind of problem with olives. There's a lot of real random stuff I just can't deal with. I don't, it just scrambles my senses. Downtown vendor. Pub crawl downtown is awesome. Ooh. Shrimp and grits, hot sauce, and butter and herbs. That sounds pretty good, actually. Mystic Pizza is pretty close to that. There's actually, I hope everyone does this. I don't know. But I personally find those little places nearby that are just choice. I got a pizza place that's within 5 minutes. I don't have like Chinese food. Well, no, I do have a Chinese food place actually. I got their General Tso's. Oh, so good. And they have a discount for lunch. You get like a lunch pack of the same thing, costs less. Talk about food more than actually eating it anymore. It's still a health trip. Hey, that's what you want to do, man. Do it. I have been on a vacation from healthy everything. I do not eat healthy. Not because I don't want to. I just don't have the processing power to worry about diet. I get something in my system, and maybe twice a day. That's good enough. I wish I could do it properly, but the rest of my whole entire being is like, don't worry about food. Go over there. Play some computer games. It doesn't say take a walk, but it usually says play some computer games, and that's it. No, I divergent, friend. I'm something. Right now, I'm just the Three Stooges of mental illness. So I'm diagnosed officially, unofficially, bipolar 2, either social or generalized anxiety disorder. They don't know which one. And then I have been unofficially diagnosed with ADD, ADHD stuff. You can really just throw that into neurodivergence very easily. One thing I heard about recently, which kind of clicked in a good way, was watching Lilo and Stitch. There was I forget what the YouTube channel is, but one guy's a psychologist, one guy's a filmmaker. If you know what that is, they were talking about the Lilo and Stitch movie and how she was acting, kind of sporadically and emotionally impulsive and that kind of thing. So some people have talked about that Lilo was neurodivergent to some extent. She had to feed a fish a peanut butter sandwich at the beginning of the movie because he controls the weather. That kind of thing. It's just the cinema therapy. Yes, that's right. Eating chicken, egg, rice, green vegetables, boring. Put some soy sauce on it. Or sushi. I need to find a good sushi place, but that's the risk of getting sick off raw fish. I can kind of deal with that. It really depends on my mental state in the moment. Sushi would be good. I've had some pretty good sushi and some pretty good sake. Actually, I've had really good sushi, so that's going to be hard to top. Very hard to top Vegas sushi in a very expensive Japanese restaurant. I was there with Mama KillCo. It was delicious and extremely expensive. Yes, not surprising at all. I watched something called Cinema Therapy too. I need therapy. I still don't know if these. I got new glasses, by the way. I think these are them. Better be. Yes. They're blue. That's how I can tell. The ones are black. But these are the new glasses that I had to go deal with because when I was doing a couple streams a week or two ago, my screen felt weird, like I couldn't focus on it properly. It was hurting my eyes. I had the wrong glasses. They gave me my prescription for driving glasses and not my prescription for these supposedly reading glasses. I'm still getting used to it a little bit because the screen's really close and I still can't see quite properly. It's weird. I may have to go have it checked again. We'll see. Poke bowl last night. Didn't tell the tale. Yeah. I don't mind raw fish stuff. I really like, I don't even know if I've actually had the real stuff, but I have enjoyed the concept. No, I probably have. If I went to that Japanese restaurant, they would use the real thing. You have to use shark skin of all stuff to make it. What's it called, Brian? No, don't think about what they use, what Americans use. Diet green. The other thing. It's right there. It's spicy as hell. It's green. It's called. Okay. Screw it. Sorry, I didn't swear. Turkey taco. There you go. Something. Anything. You gotta have variety. Vietnamese. Oh, there's around Vietnamese. There's a lot of Portuguese places around where I live, but I don't go to them. I'm very Irish. I'm a very simple man who likes his meat and potatoes. Sushi place in Bellagio called. Told me they had some of the best there in Vegas. That might have been one I looked at, but the one I went to was in Caesar's Palace. It's called Nobu. So if you're in Vegas and you want amazing Japanese food, go to Nobu. Make sure to get the sake because he imports his own stuff. You can't get it anywhere else. It is fantastic. Best sake I had in my life, and I was on a sake kick at the time, so I was drinking it. Poke bowl. Yes, it's a raw fish bowl thing. It's odd. Yeah, tuna. Wasabi. Thank you, John McGowan. Also, hello, Schwellen. That was driving me nuts. Real wasabi is not often used in the States. But, what do we use? Horseradish instead? Just diet green? Call it the same thing. Yep. Safely eat any piece of fish. Just put that on it. I tend to just have, I got spoiled. And I realize that when I go to other places. One, coffee milk isn't a thing in other places. To hell. And the other thing is, really? My brain's got to be like this today. I can't remember anything. Which is great. As much meat and potatoes. It does. It's most of it. Chorizo? I don't know how to say it exactly, but chorizo. I love chorizo. And I have been spoiled by that because of the area I live. And when I go to other places, it's not usually around. Weirdly enough. Whoop. They have a Vietnamese place called Lee's that makes banh mi samis, French baguettes. They bake on premises. The barbecue pork is off the hook. Z-Man! Cheers, brother. Sorry. Again, the word brother. Make it a 10 in the glass. So good. So overpriced now and so frustrating because it was a $35 bottle and it was great. And they're all single barrels. We've gone over this. It's good for $40. Don't pay more than that. But you will see it for more than that, sadly. I haven't had a sip of my whiskey yet. Do that now. Oh. This is just as good as the Maker's Mark thing I had earlier today. The spice is nice. And it's sweet. Vanilla. All these things I love about bourbons. Oh, it hurts. I forgot about the proof. Yeah, here's the question I don't know. I don't even remember what kind of stuff I got when I was growing up. I did have coffee milk as a kid. I probably just got this. Here's the thing. That stuff was sold at, schools, so I would get the coffee milk or the chocolate milk all the time. I don't know about at home. I don't remember. I wasn't the one who was going for coffee milk, but I've just changed that to cold brew instead of coffee milk. It's now mostly coffee with a little bit of vanilla cream. So to make it similar, very, very, very not similar, but gives the illusion of coffee milk as an adult is what I'll call that. Cold brew is coffee milk as an adult if you add vanilla sweet cream, which I do. I did that today, actually. It was lovely. I needed it. I still need it. But I also need to get to sleep. The weird part is I got to take my medication so much earlier. Sucks. Petty. Petty. That's a nice Portuguese grilled pork chop in the red one. Why are we talking about food so much? Oh my god. I know, hold on. For everyone who's here, I put this up and I haven't quite fixed it yet. There it is. Also, I have a Patreon. Also, there's a thing to help with finances this week. Mostly paying for the food. However, I'm very lucky that there is a kitchen on campus where I can just eat whatever I want. It's going to feel a bit weird. It's part of the inclusion of the things. I don't want to say too much. Side by side. Hey. With the mash bill. California. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Cuban chicken and rice with some plantains. Oh, Los Angeles. LA. Caffeine is life. It's the only reason I function. They need to give me they just need to give me caffeine pills and I'd be fine. Not Adderall, just caffeine pills. It's enough. Well, too much caffeine isn't great for you, but oh, fuck, I gotta function somehow, man. Give me a break. Look at me. Mazel tov. More. Oh. I was ready to pour this right into it, but it's a very delicate plastic cup and it could fall over. Oh, nice. Minnesota. I don't know how people sound in Minnesota. Newark, there's also all these ridiculously delicate rodenza places. Non-stop charcoal grilled food, and enough side serving family style to kill you. Sounds great. Caffeine my brain no good. Go good. Yes, brain go good. As you can tell. I don't here's the thing. I haven't actually filmed any of this, but I've thought about it. Just like visually showing a person what it's like for me to try to get up. It sucks. It sucks so bad to try to wake up for me in the morning. I can't say enough about how my mental state affects my very being for certain actions. Almost most actions. Most things I have to do, there's a problem. Because I have to have this conversation with myself to get out of bed. Open your eyes. Nope. Oh, I just want to stay in bed. It doesn't matter how many times I look at my watch or if I'm looking at my phone. It doesn't matter. Fall asleep, wake up, fall asleep, wake up. I don't think I slept very long last night either. I believe I slept on purpose. Even tonight, I was considering not, just staying awake. But thankfully, I'm already tired. Just getting ready for this trip, strangely enough, has made me exhausted. What a surprise. Yeah, last night was 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Or specifically 3:17 in the morning to 9:19 in the morning. Yay, 6 hours of sleep. Tonight, if I'm lucky, I will get 6 as well, maybe 7. Freaking good. Seems spicier. Spicier, not as sweet because I've been drinking this crisp apple stuff. But still amazing. I could pour this into the cider. I'm not going to do that. Maybe later when I've given up on everything. I need to finish this. Longhorn steer over there. That already yummy. See, I can't think of an animal that I'm going to eat. I try not to think about not my favorite, but my. How do I put this? I shouldn't eat very much red meat, but when I do, I don't get the T-bone steak. I don't get anything crazy like that. I get the filet mignon because it's just usually little freaking things. And it's delicious. Oftentimes, it's freaking delicious. And it's only a small amount. I can eat that whole thing and feel good. But I feel a little heavier, but no meat sweats, no weighed down thing. Whoop. So much food talk. I love it. It's because I was talking about Instagram and all these pictures of food I take. Really great Rodentia place. Our town, great grilling. It's just too good for you. Wallet and waistline. Yeah. Yeah. That is the old ideal of quality instead of quantity. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need a ginormous steak to feel like I got a good deal. I just need a solid piece of meat, some great sides, and also is a must. Make it be a little experience. I do get a little pissed about real tiny things. Like you pick it up and like, this is a course. So this is a 15-course meal, and this is it. This is a pill, that kind of thing. I don't understand course meals, like the 7-course meal or something. Just give me a freaking food. It's also like when people get appetizers. So what you're saying is you want to get food before you get food. Yes. You want to eat before you eat. Yes. And then you want to eat more after and call it dessert. Yes. Why don't you just have one thing? Nouvelle cuisine. Oui, oui. I'll eat it. You put some if you put 15 tiny different foods in front of me, I will eat them all. But I do understand the concept of it is experience stuff. I get it. It just feels weird, especially with like what Zenbu was talking about earlier. The desserts I had at the vineyard, they were tiny. They were all bite-sized, basically, but there were about 7 to 8 of them, and they were freaking delicious. Every single one. I think I liked 2 of them more than others. The little brookie thing, not brookie, but like the vanilla brownie, I forget what it's called. That was phenomenal. I would eat a whole entire bin of that and get sick, but I'd enjoy it. The eating part, not the sick part. That was. Took a sip, immediately felt the need to cough. It's like, oh. No, I will not spit it out. Damn you. Dim sum is like that. Eat one, move on. Yep. Blondie, thank you. James, I've had that brain mess up before. Yeah, that's why I like dumplings. I'd love to try soup dumplings. I've never had soup dumplings. They seem dangerous because they're dumplings with soup in them, but they also sound delicious. Ah! I believe you're supposed to like poke a hole in it, drink the soup, and then eat the whole thing after that. Crazy. Tapas. Eat only appetizers. That's what it is. I'll be happy to eat tiny foods, but it just feels weird. You know? We're not, Americans are not geared towards that sort of thing when we really should be. Same with eating with our hands. We like it in certain situations, but if you're at a fine dining experience, you can't just like pick up your filet mignon and be like, oh, that's great. People might ask questions. Hell, I was eating my sandwich with a knife and fork today because it was freaking ginormous. It's one of those sandwiches, they make it, and you're like, I cannot, no, it doesn't work that way. I can't do it. My jaw does not come undone for food like this. Tapas is light spun. A spun. I've heard of tapas. I don't know if I've had one. Is that the one with the corn thing? Corn husk? Or I'm thinking of something else. We know. Mike Franklin, good evening. Welcome. You're late. You're not late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. There is something heading your way. For the record, I haven't actually sent you the email about the hand delivery, but it's going. It should be there by, I want to say Thursday, possibly Wednesday. It's officially out of my hand, so it will be there. And when you receive it, please email me so I can send you the answer key. I have to make it and tell me it's there, because that's going to just fly out of my brain while I am doing all this Austin stuff. And I did get it out to you at long last, well overdue, but it's on its way. And again, it shows up as a blind, and I can tell you what they are. You may have gotten a little extra something. I'll tell you about it. What? For the record, everyone, just let it be known, Mike Franklin is the very first patron I ever had. He's a very special person when he's coming here, so thank you, Mike. And I hope you enjoy the samples when they get there. Very few people, like, you can't beat that. You're the first patron I got, and you're still here. What? Freaking awesome. Whoop. Go to almost any deli in Brooklyn. Sandwich orders and like, yeah. Oftentimes, I mean, even with, Subway, when I used to go to Subway back when I was freaking working, a factory job that sucked, you buy the largest sandwich they have, they cut it in half, eat half for lunch, eat the rest for dinner. Boom. Done. Tamale. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you. I don't know what either. I know tamale, apparently. I don't know what tapas are. They sound good. Tamales. God damn. Look at that. And for those who are just showing up, thumbs and subs and such. Reminder, if you subscribe right now, you get a surprise. As in, something will happen. So that's the surprise. I can't tell you what it is unless you subscribe. That's how it works. Only very small size dishes, but you choose one of a dozen. How many ever that you filled up on with. Sort of like Spanish dim sum. I don't get out enough. It all sounds amazing. I love, again, my channel mostly is whiskey, but it's loosely based around the idea of experiences. For me, right now I'm experiencing stress because I have to go on a flight tomorrow. But after it's done, and when I'm doing all the fun stuff in Texas and wandering into the whiskey vault, stay tuned for that, maybe, if things work, if there's Wi-Fi. Just keep that bell thing on. I hope to do a stream at some point from a certain location. And I have the perfect startup for it, much like the one that I did at the start of this stream. Something silly. Hey, there's trouble. Mr. Great Shot. Welcome. Welcome. I'll be seeing you soon. I hope to be at the Crowded Barrel, or Fang and Feather, on Tuesday night. Maybe. Oh. We get movies on the flight. That helps me a lot. I don't... yeah, we do. That does help a little bit. The problem is I have to remember to use my very not charged. Thank you for reminding me. I have a... what's it called? Digital bookmark jigger. That's what it's called. So I have one of those, and I need to remember to have that with me because that screen's a little bigger than this. I can watch it on my phone. You know, it's got a decent sized screen, but the other one is much better than that. I was watching on there. Ouch. Bam. I have 2 minutes left until 8 o'clock, but I'm going to just keep going because I feel like it. And I need to not think about stuff. And also, more importantly, I have to continue to stream so I finish the drinks I have and then go to bed. That's it. Kindle thing, yeah. Or notebook or whatever the frickin' heck it's called. I don't even know where it is. Did I put it in my backpack? I did. I'll show you. Hold on. Hold, please. Oof. Oh, my leg went to sleep. Why? Ah. There's my book. There, oh, there it is. There's carpet underneath me, so I'm not going to roll around anywhere. This thing, whatever the hell it is. It's like a Kindle. It is a very low battery. There we go. It's an Amazon product. You can tell because there's Amazon on it. Right there. These are for something. Credit card, maybe? Something else? I don't know. But I can use it, and it has this little thing. So I can put it down and watch it. So it's useful as such a thing. As a thing that is such. I can just do that the whole time. I'd probably just lift it up a little bit and hold it somewhat. I don't know. It's nice. It's a Kindle Fire thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Very old model. Did you bring the saw medallion? Oh my god! Yeah, I do. I got it. It's in my backpack, actually. I hope they don't flag me for it. Trying to go through security, put my bag through, they see this giant metal object that's round. What the fuck is that? Take it out, look at it. A whiskey saw. They told me to bring it. They did. They reminded us all to bring your saw medallion. Can't charge this damn thing. There is a very strange setup here, for the record. Other than if you're a patron of mine, you saw the boudoir. But I noticed when I had to plug in my laptop, there are two plugs right underneath this table. You're on the table, and one of them goes to a lamp, and one of them goes to the mini fridge. And there's the microwave that's plugged into the... No, wait, it's actually the coffee maker is plugged into the mini fridge. I'm sorry. The hack/coffee machine I have in here is plugged into the lighting fixture. The lighting fixture was plugged into the wall, but I had to unplug the lighting fixture so I can plug in my laptop, because the other outlet is going to the mini fridge. A bit odd, that. I feel as if they should have put the mini fridge over there because there's an extra socket over there somewhere. I think. Maybe not. Yeah. So you see how it says whiskey sommelier on it? Sommelier. I can tell you anything you want to know. Whiskey's good. Drink some. Yes, we did go to Salt Lake. We were talking about that earlier. Salt Lake is good, but we both agree that there are other places, and we have to see at least one or two of them. Long branch, long branch, long branch. Now Bourbon you would show up. I don't know. Not past whiskey, hello. What are you doing in Texas? I am going to Whiskey Sommelier, Whiskey Somm Level 2, which starts on Tuesday, very early, as I understand it. I gotta check when my alarm is set. Since I left it on here, I left the alarm for Somm classes, Wizard Academy, 6:30 in the morning. So I'm assuming that the class starts at 7:30? I don't really remember, honestly. Either way, I'm getting up early to go to class early, to be there all day, freaking 8 hours of this. So 16 hours total. Have lunch and have dinner while doing the class, and then go back to campus. I've heard things I have to be worried about. We'll see. I have a feeling if there's any kind of presentation, I should be alright, but it's the one I heard about that's making me nervous is a possible food pairing thing. That's the only thing I'm really nervous about. I don't know. Salty and sweet, bittersweet. I know that one. I'm good with the sweets. I like sweets. Yeah, they're talking about Rudy's. I don't know where that. I didn't go to Rudy's, but it's on the list now. Yeah, sorry, music's getting to me. Oh, I still have more ice. I still have a lot of this. Good times. Yeah, let me try to finish this that I started an hour ago. There is a way to fiddle with this so it shows up in a certain way. I don't remember how. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Oh, wait. No. I don't remember how I did this. It's not properties. Filters? No. It's a thing. It's how it shows up. That's not it. I'm trying to set this up in a way that the image will show up a certain way. Is this it? No. Scene transition. No. It needs to pop out from the side. How do I do that? I don't remember. Blech. Too much smoke. Yeah. Uh-oh. I didn't see that. How did I do this last time? Got the image file. I know there's a way to fiddle with how it shows up. I just don't remember how to do that. Oh, wait. Swipe. See if this works. It didn't work. Another one wants to work. Cool. I'll fiddle with that later because it's driving me nuts. Fifth quarter tailgate. Cheers. Welcome to this madness. This pure madness. Where I am hanging out in a hotel and it looks like I should have an OnlyFans, really. This is a very large bed. It's behind me. You can't tell. Good night. 4 pillows. Good night. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. I hope to see you again soon on the interwebs. I hope to do a stream on Friday and possibly another one. We'll see. Again, make sure the bell is clicked. What I'm thinking about doing, there's no guarantee it'll happen, so don't tell. And I know when I say something, people will expect it. Don't do that. But I hope to do something while I'm in the whiskey vault. Don't know what it's going to be yet. We'll find out. I'll be studying, at the very least. I have a list. Like I said, here I'll tell you. Since I'm a whiskey som, and since I can watch whiskey vault videos, I can actually just look at it. Yes, look. Tastes like smoked brisket. Sure, your kid would know. Yeah, I have a som list. Shire Distilling, Percheron, 122.2 proof. Talisker 43 year. How did that get on there? Del Bach Distillers Cut Summer 2021. Texas Bourbon. Dingle 46.5. Why is that on there? Have I had Dingle before? Omar, black wine. Cabalin Port. Wait a minute. Westland Sherry. Balcones Pilgrimage. Red Cedar Outlander Straight Bourbon Single Barrel. Laws 4 grain. Peach Street Colorado Straight Bourbon 5-year single barrel. Ironclad Toasted Oak Starlight. Whistle Pig Roadstock Rye. Nika Miyagikyo. Kilchoman No. 4. Madeira Bourbon and Sherry Finish. Old Forester Single Barrel. Brown Jug 2021. Arctic Harvest Golden Heart Wheat Whiskey. Starlight Topeka Whiskey Society. Wyoming Thunder Basin 7-year. Garrison Bros. Balmorhea. Wiggle Single Barrel. Glen Scotia Malt Festival 2020 Tawny Port 14-year peated. Navazos Palazzini Boda Punta Single Oloroso Cask Punta. So there's a list of stuff that I will be able to look for, at least in the vault. Talisker 43, yeah, I don't know how that's on that list, but it is. Wink wink. March Madness bracket. Mr. Driver up there in Austin. Taiwan, yes. Taiwan. So much whiskey sound all the time. It's glorious. I hope you guys like the clicky clicks, the being able to see your own chat on the screen. I'm very happy about that. I am pleased with my own self for this moment. The fact that I figured out how to do that. It's annoying to some extent, but it works. The only annoying part is I have to pop out the chat, copy a link from the chat box, and then put it into OBS every time. Not a major issue, it's literally copy paste, but every time. Easy to do. Very easy to do. It was much more annoying last time. KillCo do good thing now. Sticker. Thumbs up and such. I don't even remember what prompted me to figure that out finally. I still need to figure out the how to have a guest properly, so I don't have to use every time. Why is this a thing here? What the actual hell? There we go. Yeah, so I don't have to use StreamYard for guests. That's annoying. I know I can do it, I just don't remember quite how. It's tricky. I have to give a link that goes somewhere else, then sends it to OBS. It's wild. Or I can use StreamYard and cheat, maybe. Or, I did have an idea. It would work, but it's overly complicated. I have a Discord. If you're a patron of mine, you get to be on the Discord. You get to stay there, for the record. If you stop being a patron, I will not kick you out of Discord. That seems like a lot of work and wouldn't make a lot of sense. If you did support me at some point, so stick around on Discord. What was my point to that wording there? Oh yeah, it has a video option on Discord, and all I'd have to do is, figure it out so I could broadcast that image of the person on Discord and myself. It's something I can do. It's just a little like it's like that. Makes a lot of sense. That's what it is. Oh, we already passed the 8 o'clock mark. Whoops. I shouldn't be in bed. But I have so much more to drink. I can't go to bed until I finish my drink. That's exactly how you shouldn't deal with travel, Brian. I'm tired. At least I'm tired. I have a feeling I will be in bed and done before 11 o'clock, I hope. Because I'm only going to get a few hours of sleep no matter what I do. The idea, the hope, is to be asleep on the plane. So if I get 4 hours of sleep tonight, drag my ass to the airport, and then get 2 hours of sleep on the first flight, I should be okay by the second half. Like when I have to do the other flight from Midway to Austin, I will likely just be stuck awake. But every time I fly, I hope to just knock myself out and fall asleep for a while. And if you're wondering, yes, I order whiskey on Southwest Airlines, and they have Wild Turkey 101 on the rocks every time. Doesn't matter if I say neat, they always like, here's some ice. It's like, okay. No other glass, just a glass full of ice and a little whiskey nip. It's like, well, I guess I'll use that instead. It's not bad, though. It's just a whole bunch of ice. I've heard sketchy stories about airplane ice. I should ask someone I know who actually works for Southwest about that. That little bit of, I don't know if I call it fiction or just rumor. It wasn't good, at the very least. I've already looked it up. Your palate does change a little bit. Why do you think they give you very salty stuff? You get pretzels or a bag of little chips. If you're on the really cheap flight that I'm always on. Cheaper, not necessarily cheap. Your taste gets all weird when you're up there, which is why they give you salty stuff, and also why you should make sure you drink a lot of water, because the air is very dry. Hydration is key, even in the air. What else? Yeah, it's weird. So that's why I get Wild Turkey 101. I know what it tastes like. And they give you a whole bunch of ice, which is actually a good thing, weirdly enough. If you're going to have your whiskey on the rocks, lots of ice. Otherwise, it starts to get diluted. So they give you a whole bunch of ice, and it seems to be less diluted. It's still delicious. But I've heard weird stories about the ice in airplanes. I don't know why. Or water. I feel like I should have a pillow fight. Like 4 pillows. Bougie. I feel sad though, like in my heart, because I just left home. Oh, I hope I turned the AC off or anything like that. I didn't have the AC on. I hope I left everything off. I believe I did. But I would not be surprised in the least if I left a light on somewhere or other. I did a lot of stuff before I left. So I had to do all the stuff. I had to unplug everything that, my computer, my router, they were connected to the same thing, I think. What else? Take out the trash and get rid of recycling. Not a big deal, but it's always a pain on the weekends. United Airlines said Clint Farkless, which surprised me. I wouldn't have expected anything more than J.W. Black. Yeah, I don't think they have Johnny Walker Black on Southwest. I know. Here's the thing. I can't tell you exactly what's on there right now, but I can tell you I've done the flights enough times to know that there's a reason I order Wild Turkey 101, because the other options didn't appeal to me. One thing I've done before is just get ginger ale. That's one of those drinks that seems to be good in the air, because again, it's one of those. I don't want to say violent, but ginger beer itself is very. There's a word and I can't find it. I'm all out of words today. I can't even talk. Why is it blah, 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 blah. It's a little intense. So ginger ale can be a little, spicy. Wild Turkey 101 certainly can be a little spicy. Salt, pretzels, not necessarily spicy, but there's an intensity to it. So it could be biting. Yes, that's another word for it. Anything with a little bit of an intense, sharp, bitey flavor, you'll often find that works just fine when you're up in the air. I've never actually had anything other than that. It's like pretzels or some kind of mixed, what is it called? Mixed trail mix sort of thing. Peanuts and weird little chips. I actually like those better than the pretzels, but whatever. I do feel a little bit. I always find it funny. Like if I take the social aspect of what is actually happening on a flight, it feels very strange. You have these people walking up and down this one aisle, asking everyone there what they would like. They get a beverage, except it's this big. The people who walk up and down get rid of your trash, which is nice. They'll correct you if you're doing something you shouldn't be. If you're not buckled in and that sort of thing, if your bag isn't under the thing in front of you. I've seen it happen. Not to me, thankfully. I'm a good little monkey. And what else? Oh yeah, and then they very politely bring you these little tiny bags full of just salt, snacky stuffs. And that is your lifeblood for the trip. Just like a squirrel or a chipmunk. Stuffing your face with pretzels and trail mix. It's hilarious. Every time. I think it's such a weird experience. It's okay, though. Could be worse. What I would love to do someday, and this is, if I'm 70 years old and somehow have lots of money, yeah, it'd be great, is take like a bougie flight. I would absolutely take a bougie flight from, well, not absolutely, but I would love to, if I had to do a really, really long trip. Like if I had to go to Australia, or if I had to go to Japan, or I had to go to... The closer versions would, I guess, be like Scotland and Ireland. I would love to just take the classy trip, like where you have so much room, and you have all this stuff, and you have basically a bed. They serve you actual meals. Wild. Wild stuff, that. It's hard to believe that actually happens. But it do. I mean, it does. Make sure this thing's off. I just realized that. It is not. Ah. I need to try to charge this before I go to bed. It is at 27%. And I would like to... I have a book, an audio book on here I want to finish, finally. What the hell is it called? The Woman? Something along those lines? No, they talk about the woman. But that might also be the title of the book. Crazy story. Love it. Old story. So there's a lot of slightly implied racism because they're in foreign lands. Africa, I think. It's like, what the hell? And we're talking 1930s, 1940s kind of book, I think. I don't remember the name of it either. I just turned it off, so of course I don't remember the name. But I think it's just The Woman. Crazy story. And I haven't finished it. I've done at least 2 or 3 different flights listening to this audiobook, and I haven't finished it yet. Go figure. What's interesting about it is it started where it ended. So it tells you about how things, like the people who are in the story, and how their lives are briefly. Then it cuts to what happened before they even were in the situation. Like the happily ever after shows first. And then after that, they show you how it got to that point. It's all insanity. It's the good stuff. It's cold. Ugh. Let me check something. Okay, good. I'll make sure people are still watching. I don't look at it usually, but I'm going like, oh, it's at 8:30 almost. Mostly I just realized I need to finish this somehow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this whiskey, because I have this damn giant Angry Orchard. I should know better. But I can just bring this with me. I can pour it back into here. The lesson I've learned is that if you pour some whiskey and you don't drink it that night, and you're wondering, I don't know if I should finish it, you probably shouldn't. That's what these are for. Let's put it in there. I'll drink a little bit more, but I'll check my BAC in a bit. Just had a sip of whiskey, so I can't do it anytime soon. Oh, delicious. Ugh, I need this thing, don't I? Hold on. Oh man, standing up is rough. Like my luggage is over here. It's still over here. There we go. Ah. Oof. This is my, I'm going to do this now because I will forget. Absolutely 100% will forget. But I would like to have my Kindle thingy charging. That'd be cool. Wait a minute. Darn it. Here we go. Both of these look the same. They are not. One will work with the Kindle, the other one will not. The other one will work with my cell phone or my earbuds. What I need to do. You didn't see me just try to plug my phone into that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Put that on the bed. Now I can't forget it's there. We got it. We got it. We got it. But I think I'm going to wrap this up at 8:30. I did go a little longer. But I can already feel myself being like, you need to stop drinking and go to bed. I will finish a little bit of this. Well, there's like probably about this much left, so I will spend a considerable amount of time finishing off that apple cider thing. And then I will sleep, I hope. I was very tempted to bring a sleep aid. I didn't. Sleep aids make getting up even worse. I do not need that right now. It's 56 degrees Fahrenheit out. Said, did you enjoy the first 3 Game of Thrones whiskeys? I'm not sure if you did. I thought I saw something, but I could have been mistaken. Oh, it stinks. I can't drink the whiskey fast. This is delicious. Some of the best stuff ever. Report on the next 3 in the next stream. Okay. I wasn't sure what the first 3 were. Like I said, I thought I saw something, but I wasn't sure. So I hope the first 3 were good, if you had those tonight. I think you did. I don't remember. I'll be honest. I don't remember anything. Look at this. Did I do that? Oh, and stay tuned by the Bubs. There will be a video released on April 1st, which I do not believe is a normal release date. Let's find out. I'm almost 100% sure it is. Not. No, that is a Saturday. I do not normally post on Saturday, but there will be a video posting going live on Saturday, which I'll hope you enjoy. I have been mulling over, musing about, if you will, certain things I want to do for the channel each month, and weirdly enough, the first one I officially am going to do is an interesting topic, we'll say. There will be more of those down the line, and the idea is to follow up with that every year. So every month I will have a certain type of video released, whether it's just bringing awareness to something or a charity organization that I'm talking about, or just the mostly just awareness is what I think I'm going for the most. Mostly going for. Can you hear that? Hold on. So when I tell you I'm very close to the airport, I mean it's right there. I can hear airplanes actually pulling into docks for people to get on and off. It's hilarious. And I think it's actually the southwest area, which is funny. So I will be going right over there tomorrow. Later, yeah, tomorrow. Later tonight. With that, however, we got 3 minutes left. Because I know I just should stop. I can feel myself getting more and more tired as I talk. And I don't want that right now. I did go a little overtime. And with the thought of, I'll be fine, I got plenty of energy. Oh, man. But also, I know some of you showed up late. I wanted to chit-chat a little bit. We talked a lot about food today. That didn't help me at all. It just made me hungry. But thankfully, I will be asleep before I need food again. Although I didn't bring snacks. It's the one thing I forgot to do. Did not bring snackies. Mostly because I'm worried they throw them out. But I think for the most part they don't. I still had to get used to the idea that they will let me carry on medication. Like, this could be anything, really. I'm sure they have dogs or something around there that would, clue them in if anything was actually illegal, but it feels weird. Carton pills around like I do. It would be this, in total. This is what I have to deal with every day. I'll show you. Again, mental health is the thing. Take care of yourself, people. This is the morning. This is the morning. Just for tummy stuff, acid stuff. It's basically just, I forget. What's for acid indigestion stuff. Then we have these, which I take 4 of them twice a day. And these, which I take 3 times a day. Pain. And I have to keep them on my person when I'm traveling, or at least in my backpack when traveling, or else I'll definitely lose them. I have a horrible thought about losing luggage. It's always not fun for me to think about. Probably won't happen, hasn't happened yet, but it could, just like anything, unfortunately. I'm starting to think about what kind of whiskey I should get. I don't want to get more whiskey, but I will. I have bottles waiting for me, that's right. Forgot. I already have whiskey bottles at Crowded Barrel waiting for me to pick up. One of them being the Jackalope. So stay tuned for that. It's my penknife. Clear Boston TSA. Oh. San Francisco. I left my Swiss Army pen in San Francisco. Meds doesn't get any smaller as you get older. Yep, waiting for it. Surgery, I don't know. Hopefully you can deal with it as best you can. I already know it's rough. My hope is I don't have to deal with high blood pressure and high cholesterol stuff. Yet. I might have to someday, it depends. With that, it is 8:30 p.m. and I should have ended the stream half an hour ago. And I need to get ready for the flight tomorrow, so stay tuned. I will try to post stuff on Instagram. I will most importantly try to post to Patreon. If you're a patron, you already know. I'm already losing it. But with that, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there.
Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.